massive winter storm swept across the Sierra Nevada beginning late December 22, 2025, intensifying through Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The storm dropped several feet of snow along I-80, particularly near Donner Summit and Truckee, creating treacherous driving conditions. Authorities reported multiple spinouts, crashes, and traffic holds as Caltrans and the California Highway Patrol, CHP, worked to maintain safety. Forecasts predicted up to 4 feet of snow in the Tahoe Basin, with heavier accumulations along I-80. Strong gusts accompanied the snowfall, reducing visibility and creating whiteout conditions. The National Weather Service issued a winter storm watch from December 23rd through December 26th, warning of prolonged hazardous travel. Lower elevations faced rain and flooding concerns, compounding the regional impact. Caltrans enforced R2 chain requirements on both eastbound and westbound lanes of I-80, spanning from Kingvale to Truckee and Donner Lake to Rainbow.
On KCRA by the live tracker.
Authorities intermittently stopped traffic to clear spinouts and accidents. Tow trucks were deployed throughout Christmas Eve to assist stranded vehicles.
24th, 2025, I'm in Mammoth Lakes,
Large trucks faced minimum restrictions, but officials strongly advised against travel until conditions improved. Thousands of holiday travelers were caught in delays, with many forced to spend hours in gridlock or seek shelter in nearby towns. Communities in Truckee and Donner Lake experienced both the beauty and danger of the storm, with residents describing the landscape as a winter wonderland, but acknowledging the risks. CHP and local responders worked tirelessly to manage accidents, enforce chain controls, and provide assistance. I-80 is a critical artery linking California and Nevada. Its closure or restriction during peak holiday travel highlights the fragility of regional mobility. Chain controls and tow deployments show proactive management, but the sheer volume of travelers during Christmas overwhelmed infrastructure capacity. While exact numbers are still being compiled, reports confirm multiple spinouts and crashes across Donner Summit. The event underscores the need for better forecasting communication, expanded rest stop facilities, and stronger coordination between Caltrans and emergency services during holiday storms. Meanwhile, on Tuesday at 4:39 p.m., the NWS Medford, Oregon reported an avalanche warning in effect until Wednesday at 6 p.m. for south central Siskiyou County. The NWS states to expect avalanche warning. The Forest Service Mount Shasta Avalanche Center has issued an avalanche warning for Mount Shasta area backcountry of Northern California. 2 weather systems will impact the area this week. The first of 2 waves will impact the area through Wednesday. The second wave arrives late Wednesday evening and continues through Friday. Very dangerous avalanche conditions are likely, especially during peak intensity late Wednesday night through Friday. Up to 5 feet of snow in terrain above 6,000 feet today through Friday afternoon. Wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour. Expect fluctuating snow levels, states the NWS. This warning is in effect until Wednesday at 6 p.m. Over the Christmas week of 2025, Mammoth Mountain and its surrounding communities were engulfed by one of the most powerful snowstorms in recent memory. The Sierra Nevada was transformed into a frozen fortress as nearly 100 inches of snow fell in less than a week, reshaping the holiday season for residents, tourists, and emergency responders alike. This storm, arriving after months of drought-like conditions and a sluggish start to the ski season, was both a blessing and a burden. It revived the local economy, replenished California's snowpack, and thrilled winter sports enthusiasts. Yet it also paralyzed infrastructure, triggered avalanches, and tested the resilience of mountain communities. The storm was the result of a moist Pacific atmospheric river colliding with Arctic air, creating ideal conditions for prolonged snowfall. Snow began falling on December 20th, intensified through Christmas Eve, and continued in waves until December 27th. Mammoth Mountain Ski Area reported accumulations of 90 to 100 inches at higher elevations, with Mammoth Lakes town itself receiving 3 to 4 feet. Gusts exceeding 60 miles per hour created blizzard conditions, reducing visibility to near zero. Daytime highs hovered in the teens, degree F, while nighttime lows plunged below zero. Meteorologists noted that this was one of the largest holiday snow events in the Sierra Nevada in decades, rivaling storms from the late 20th century. The storm was a game-changer for Mammoth Mountain Ski Area, which had been operating at minimal capacity due to a dry early season. Ski patrols worked tirelessly to secure avalanche-prone terrain. Groomers labored overnight to prepare runs, while lifts were intermittently closed due to high winds. Hotels and lodges reported a flood of last-minute bookings. Families stranded by road closures extended their stays, creating unexpected revenue for local businesses. The storm rescued what had been shaping up to be a disastrous holiday season for the tourism industry. A ski instructor described the mood as a Christmas miracle, powder everywhere, but also a reminder of how quickly nature can overwhelm us. The main artery into Mammoth Lakes was closed multiple times due to whiteouts and stranded vehicles. Flights into Bishop and Reno were delayed or canceled, leaving travelers scrambling. Snowplows worked around the clock, but accumulation outpaced clearing efforts. Power outages struck several neighborhoods as heavy snow snapped lines. Utility crews battled freezing conditions to restore electricity, while residents relied on generators and wood stoves. Authorities declared a state of heightened alert, mobilizing search and rescue teams. Dozens of minor accidents were reported along icy roads, though fatalities were avoided thanks to early warnings. Avalanche danger was rated high across the Sierra backcountry. Ski patrols conducted controlled detonations to stabilize slopes. EMS assisted stranded motorists and hikers caught in blizzard conditions. Mono County officials urged residents to stockpile food and water, warning that access to grocery stores and medical facilities could be limited for days. "We prayed for snow, and we got more than we bargained for," said a Mammoth Lakes shop owner. "It's beautiful but terrifying. You can't see 5 feet in front of you when the wind picks up," noted a longtime resident. Meanwhile, reveled in the powder. "It's the best skiing I've ever had," said one visitor from Los Angeles. "But getting here was a nightmare." California's snowpack, crucial for spring and summer water reserves, received a massive boost. Hydrologists estimate this storm alone could account for 20 to 25% of seasonal snowpack in the Sierra. Ski resorts now anticipate a strong winter season, reversing early financial losses. The event exposed vulnerabilities in road maintenance, power grids, and emergency preparedness. Calls for investment in resilience are growing louder. Experts warn that such extremes, prolonged drought followed by sudden deluges, may become more common as climate patterns shift. California is spending Christmas under siege from a powerful atmospheric river storm that has already triggered flash floods, mudslides, and widespread power outages. After a stormy Christmas Eve marked by rescues and evacuations, forecasters warned that more rain, snow, and dangerous winds are on the way through Friday. Governor Gavin Newsom has declared a state of emergency in multiple counties as crews race to protect lives and property. Santa Barbara Airport was forced to close Thursday morning due to flooding, grounding all commercial flights and fixed-wing aircraft. Rain-soaked Southlanders woke up to a temporary break in showers Thursday morning, but forecasters warn the respite will be short-lived. Another surge of precipitation is expected later Christmas Day, bringing locally heavy rain and thunderstorms. AccuWeather senior meteorologist Chad Merrill cautioned that, even though we do get these lulls, the flooding will continue in many spots, and there will still be road closures due to mudslides from the rain earlier. The National Weather Service predicts rainfall rates of up to 0.50 to 0.75 inches per hour, especially in mountainous areas, with an additional 2 to 5 inches possible at higher elevations. Saturated ground means even moderate rainfall could trigger mudslides, rock slides, and dangerous flooding on roads and highways. Evacuation orders remain in effect for neighborhoods near recent burn scars, including Pacific Palisades and Mandeville Canyon. Officials urge residents to heed warnings and check status updates at https://protectgenesis.com. Christmas morning brought flash flood warnings and damaging winds to the San Francisco Bay region. Gusts topping 70 miles per hour were recorded at San Francisco International Airport, while emergency crews responded to downed trees and flooded roadways. Thunderstorms are forecast to continue through the day, with the potential for brief tornadoes and more flooding. Officials warn residents to stay off the roads unless necessary. Communities in the high desert, including Lancaster, Palmdale, Victorville, and Apple Valley, will face strong winds of 40 to 55 miles per hour, with isolated gusts near 60 miles per hour in exposed areas. Light showers are possible through the afternoon, but rainfall totals should remain under 0.10 inches. Blowing dust and sand could reduce visibility on highways such as Highway 395 and State Route 58, and forecasters warn of hazardous travel for high-profile vehicles. Temperatures will range from the upper 40s to mid-50s, dropping into the 30s overnight. While rain dominates the coast, the Sierra Nevada is buried under several feet of snow, creating impossible travel conditions on mountain passes. Chain controls are in effect for Interstate 80 through Donner Pass, and forecasters expect heavy snow to persist into Friday. This storm marks a dramatic shift for the region, which had seen below-average snowfall earlier this season. Travelers are urged to avoid mountain routes and monitor Caltrans updates for closures.
It's for real. And it's
the San Joaquin Valley will see patchy morning fog, followed by mostly cloudy skies and light showers through the afternoon. Rainfall totals are expected to remain under 0.25 inches, but saturated soils could still cause minor flooding in low-lying areas. Daytime highs will hover in the mid-50s, with overnight lows dipping into the upper 40s. Motorists should exercise caution on rural roads where visibility may be reduced by dense fog early in the day. Travelers crossing the Grapevine on Interstate 5 should prepare for gusty winds up to 50 miles per hour, intermittent rain showers, and possible chain controls if temperatures drop near freezing overnight. Caltrans advises checking road conditions before departure and carrying tire chains, as snow flurries are possible at higher elevations late Thursday into early Friday. Expect delays and potential closures if conditions worsen. All commercial flights and fixed-wing aircraft are grounded on Thursday due to flooding. Governor Gavin Newsom declared emergencies in Los Angeles, Orange, Riverside, San Bernardino, San Diego, and Shasta counties. More than 165,000 homes and businesses were without power early Thursday. 2 weather-related deaths reported, one in South Sacramento and another in San Diego.
It just started blizzarding.
Forecasters said Southern California could see its wettest Christmas in years and warned about flash flooding and mudslides. Areas scorched by January's wildfires were under evacuation warnings, and Los Angeles County officials said the previous day that they delivered about 380 evacuation orders to especially vulnerable homes.
5 feet now, I'd say. You can see it's one lane from my house. It's really deep. We're in Mammoth Lakes, California.
Merry Christmas, everyone, from the Glass family. Started snowing yesterday morning, and it is still snowing. We have about 3.5, 4 feet